Hello and welcome to Poonam Dua classes. Today I am about to discuss some important questions which will be very useful for the upcoming Delhi University, Banaras Hindu University and many more competitive exams like UGC NET as well. Understand these questions properly in exam, analyze elaborately to reach to the right option and keep in mind the negative marking too. Let us start the video now. Here also listen to each question and solution carefully. Try to retain this. As I always say, do not jump just to know the answer. Know the detail behind and then and only then you may be able to retain it. This video will be in two parts, 25 questions in part 1, 25 in part 2, and it will really prove to be a good revision if you have already studied. Question number 1. सिर्फ क्वेश्चन को ही नहीं, आंसर्स को भी अच्छे से समझिएगा. मैं आपको सभी आंसर्स बहुत ही डिटेल में बताऊंगी. विल ट्राई टू यूज़ द इमेजेस एंड एग्जाम्पल्स एज मच एज पॉसिबल. द क्वेश्चन: to refer to the unresolvable difficulties a text may open up, Derrida makes use of the term aporia, difference, erasure or supplement. The correct answer here is aporia. I'll not just tell you the correct answer, I'll tell you the detail of aporia as well. In philosophy, an aporia is a mystery, or you can say a state of puzzlement, and in rhetoric, it is a declaration of doubt made for rhetorical purpose and often seems to be very much artificial. This is one of the example in a tale by Edgar Allan Poe, The Telltale Heart. See what is written here. True nervous, very dreadfully nervous I had been and am, but why will you say that I am mad? The disease has sharpened my senses, not destroyed, not dulled them. Above all was the sense of hearing acute. I heard all things in the heaven and in the earth. I heard many things in hell. How then am I mad? So here the narrator's question are an example of aporia in the form of genuine uncertainty. The speaker does not understand why his crime, why his nervous manner and his claims to have heard things in heaven and hell do not suggest that he is perfectly sane. One more example let us take. This is from a very famous poetry, The Road Not Taken, by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a wood and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. On the surface, the speaker's conclusion that choosing the less traveled road made all the difference seems to encourage readers to less conventional lives. Yet the speaker's conclusion is logically faulty since he did not take the other road. He has no way of knowing if it is really going to make a difference. Perhaps both roads lead to the same place or to equally good places. Through this aporia, Robert Frost, asks readers to question whether they can ever truly know the impact of their choices have made on their lives, and suggests that people tend to assume their past choices were the right ones. This is a kind of aporia. This question number 2. Who among the following English playwrights scripted the film Shakespeare in Love? Harold Pinter, Ellen Bennett, Carol Churchill or Tom Stoppard? The correct answer is option D, Tom Stoppard. You can see here Shakespeare in Love 1998 की एक movie है. It is considered to be romantic period comedy drama film directed by John Madden, written by Mark Nauman and playwright Tom Stoppard. The next question number 3. We are supposed to arrange few things in chronological order. सबसे पहले देखते हैं कि आंसर क्या है. आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर ए 4312 और एक एक करके इन सबको समझते हैं. द रेलिक्स ऑफ एंशिएंट इंग्लिश पोइट्री एक कलेक्शन है बैलेड्स और पॉपुलर सॉन्ग्स का बाय बिशप थॉमस पार्सी. इट इज़ नॉट पी.बी. शेले, इट इज़ बिशप थॉमस पार्सी एंड वॉज पब्लिश्ड इन 1765. The next one is French Revolution. It started in 1789 and the lyrical ballad was written in 1798 and Mary Wollstonecraft Vindication, it was in 1792. So option 4312 is the right one. Here comes next question number 4. Which of the following employs a narrative structure in which the main action is relayed at second hand through an enclosing frame story? What is a frame story? Frame narrative is the initial narrative basically told by first narrator, establishes the situation for and frames the telling of a second story told by second and main narrator. Here the correct answer is Heart of Darkness, a novella by Polish English novelist Joseph Conrad about a narrated trip or travel up to the Congo River in the Congo Free State in the heart of Africa and got published in 1899. Next question, question number 5. The Irish dramatist movement was heralded by such figures as which combination of the following? The correct answer is option A. Edward Martin, Irish dramatist, who with William Butler Yeats, W.B. Yeats and Lady Gregory formed the Irish Literary Theatre in 1899. Next question, question number 6. Which poem by Chaucer was written on the death of Blanche, wife of John of Gaunt? The correct option is option C, the Book of Duchess. The Book of Duchess, also known as Death of Blanche, is the earliest of Chaucer's major poems, preceded by his short poem An ABC. The Book of Duchess is the first major work, we can say, of the English poet Geoffrey Chaucer, who is best known for his masterpiece, The Canterbury Tales. Next question, question number 7. The Tragedy of Ferrex and Porrex is also the other title of which of the following? The correct answer is option A. The Tragedy of Gorboduc, also titled Ferrex and Porrex, एक इंग्लिश प्ले है जो कि 1561 में पब्लिश हुआ था. It was first performed at the Christmas celebration given by Inner Temple in 1561 and performed in front of Queen Elizabeth I on particularly 18th January 1561. Next question, question number 8. In which of his voyages Gulliver discovered mountain-like beings? The land of Lilliputians, the land of Brobdingnagians, the land of Laputans, or the land of Hoyans? The correct answer is option B, the land of Brobdingnagians. Hag is a fictional land which is occupied by giants in Jonathan Swift's 1726 satirical novel Gulliver's Travels. Question number 9. Patrick White's Was is a novel about the sea, the capital market, the landscape, or the judicial system. The correct answer is option C, the landscape. This novel was published in 1957 and it is based upon the journey of a Prussian explorer and naturalist who disappeared during his expedition into the Australian outback. It is completely a landscape journey. The next question is about the Nobel laureate Seamus Heaney. Although Nobel laureate Seamus Heaney writes in English in voice and subject matter, his poems are Welsh, Scottish, Irish, or Polish. The correct answer is option C, Irish. Please note down each and everything, even the years that I keep telling you along with the questions. Seamus Heaney was an Irish poet, playwright, and translator, and he received the 1995 Nobel Prize in Literature. तो कितनी सारी information आपको मिल गई year की, and this information also that he was an Irish, this information for which text he won the Nobel Prize. So he won Nobel Prize in 1995. Among his best known works is Death of Naturalist, his first major published volume. Next question, question number 11. To whom is Mary Shelley's famous work Frankenstein dedicated? Lord Byron, Claire Clairmont, William Godwin, or P.B. Shelley? The correct answer is option C, William Godwin, who is the father of Mary Shelley. Roughly 5 years after the publication of Frankenstein, Godwin wrote to his daughter, embracing her and her newfound fame. The letter affectionately from Godwin congratulates Mary on the success of Frankenstein on stage and promises a reprint of a book too. Next question, question number 12. Which among the following poem by Philip Larkin records his impressions while traveling to London by train? The correct answer is option C. Whitsun Wedding. The Whitsun Wedding is a collection of 32 poems by Philip Larkin. Please note down 32 poems by Philip Larkin published in 1964. It was a commercial success by the standards of poetry publication, with the first 4,000 copies being sold within 2 months. Please note down 4,000 copies sold within 2 months. Next question, question number 13. The English satirist who used the sharp edge of praise to attack his victims was which of the following? Ben Jonson, John Donne, John Dryden, or Samuel Butler? The correct answer is option A, Ben Jonson. Jonson's artistry exerted a lasting influence upon English poetry and stage comedy. He popularized the comedy of humors and is best known for the satirical plays Every Man in His Humour, Volpone the Fox. And Jonson's sharp tongue got him into no end of troubles many a times. Next question, question number 14. One of the most famous moments of direct address to the reader, "Reader, I married him," occurs in which of the following novel? The correct answer is Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. "Reader, I married him" is one of the most famous lines in English literature, and justifiably so. When Jane tells us that she has wed Mr. Rochester, it may be a happy ending for Charlotte Bronte's novel, but it is hardly a conventional one. Rochester, who has seen his first wife fall to her death from the roof of the burning house and has himself is blind now, himself is a shadow of his former life, and the once homeless Jane is taking care of him as a caregiver. This is the role reversal in the end that we get to see. Next question, question number 15. Langland's Piers Plowman is a satire on aristocracy, chivalry, peasantry, or clergy. The correct answer is option D, clergy. Piers Plowman was written in 1370, from 1370 to 90 actually. एक Middle English allegorical narrative poem है written by William Langland, and it is written in unrhymed alliterative verses. The poem is a mix of religious allegory and social satire, concerns the narrator, or we can say dreamer's quest for the true Christian life. Next question, question number 16. Which of the following thinker concept pair is correctly matched? The correct answer is option C, Jacques Derrida with deconstruction. Next question, question number 17. Sexual jealousy is a theme in Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice, The Tempest, Othello, or King Lear. The correct answer is Othello. Throughout Shakespeare's Othello, jealousy is very apparent. The tragedy Othello focuses on the doom of Othello and other major characters as a result of jealousy. In Shakespeare's Othello, jealousy is mainly portrayed through the two major characters, Iago and Othello. Next question, question number 18. The title, The New Criticism, published in 1941, was written by which of the following? The correct option is option B, John Crowe Ransom. Let us know about New Criticism. It emphasized close reading, particularly of poetry, to discover how a work of literature functions as a self-contained, self-referential aesthetic object. The moment derived its name from John Crowe Ransom's 1941 book, The New Criticism. Next question, question number 19. Which of the following is not a revenge tragedy? The correct answer is option C, Dr. Faustus. The tragical history of the life and death of Dr. Faustus, commonly जिसको रेफर किया जाता है simply as Dr. Faustus, एक Elizabethan tragedy है, not a revenge tragedy. Tragedy by Christopher Marlowe based on German stories about the title character Faust. Next question, question number 20. The label diasporic writer can be applied to which combination? The correct answer is here 1 and 3, that is Meena Alexander and Kiran Desai. Meena Alexander is undoubtedly one of the finest poets of contemporary times. First, let us understand what is diasporic. Diasporic dictionary meaning is scattered population whose origin relates to another region. So Meena Alexander is field में काफ़ी perfectionist है. She is known for lyric poetry that deals with migration's impact on the subjectivity of the writer, and the sometimes violent events that compel people to cross borders. Though confronting such stark and difficult issues, her writing is I'll say very much sensual, and the same is the case with Kiran Desai. Next question number 21. A monosyllabic rhyme on the final stressed syllable of two lines of verse is called which of the following? The correct answer is option C, masculine rhyme. जैसे for example there are words like blow and flow. ब्लो और फ्लो दोनों के लास्ट सिलेबल्स जो हैं वो स्ट्रेस्ड हैं और ये आपस में राइम करते हैं. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ मैस्कुलिन राइम. लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस एग्जाम्पल मैस्कुलिन. आप यहाँ पर एग्जाम्पल देखिए, राइम एंड सबलाइन. राइम और सबलाइन के लास्ट सिलेबल दोनों में आइम है, YME and these are stressed as well as rhyming. This is what we call masculine. Feminine में आप देखिए एग्जाम्पल पिकी एंड ट्रिकी. पी और ट्री आपस में राइम कर रहे हैं. अ राइम इन विच द स्ट्रेस इज ऑन दी second from last syllable, and dactylic is also one of the type of rhyme. A rhyme in which the stress is on the third from last syllable, जैसे कि cacophonies and aristophonies. तो को और TO टॉ पर हमारा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन रहेगा राइमिंग करते हुए. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 22. A fatwa was issued in Salman Rushdie's name following the publication of which of his novel? The correct answer is option C, Satanic Verses. Many Muslims accuse Rushdie of blasphemy or unbelief, you can say, in 1989, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini of Iran issued a fatwa ordering Muslims to kill Rushdie. Numerous killings, attempted killings and bombings resulted in response to this novel, which became very popular as well because of these protests. Next question number 23. There is nothing outside the text is a key statement emanating from which of the following theories? Feminism, New Historicism, Deconstruction or Structuralism? The correct answer is option C, Deconstruction. Derrida says that his well-known phrase that there is nothing outside the text merely means that one cannot refer to this real except in an interpretive experience. Derrida is inviting us to feel the texture of the text. Next question number 24. The Augustan age is called so because which of the following reason? The correct answer is option B. The English writers imitated the Roman writers during this period. Augustan period न्यू क्लासिसिज्म का ही एक पार्ट है. दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड सो बिकॉज जनरली रिगार्डेड एज अ गोल्डन एज लाइक द पीरियड ऑफ रोमन हिस्ट्री विच हैड अचीव पॉलिटिकल स्टेबिलिटी एंड पावर एज वेल एज flourishing of the arts. Because of the importance that was given to reason during the Augustan age, the period is also known as the age of reason, and the one major reason the English writers imitated the Roman writers during this era. Next question number 25. One of the important texts of Angry Young Men movement is which of the following? The correct answer is option C, Lucky Jim by Kingsley Amis. Lucky Jim is a novel by Kingsley Amis first published in 1954, and it was his first novel which won the 1955 Somerset Maugham Award as well. The novel follows the exploits of the titular character. Although Emmy's novel is read as a comedy, the underlying implication of Lucky Jim is that Jim is one angry man. His superior is actually his inferior. He can see straight through the inaccuracies of social interaction, and yet he wants so desperately to fit into the social model that he criticizes. So these were the first 25 questions. Very soon next part will be uploaded, and please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching. Best of luck for your exam. If you want to join our online classes, you may contact us as per the link given in description.